Mama's real name was Daisy Bell Knowles. She was a tall, slender woman with beautiful long fingers and narrow feet. Her feet were so narrow she could hardly find a pair of shoes in all of Noonan that could fit them. So the lady she worked for, Miss Johnson, drove her to Atlanta at the end of every season to buy shoes. Mama was Miss Johnson's housekeeper. They were also friends. Mama always returned home from those shopping trips with 2 or more pairs of pretty high-heeled pumps. I knew that I was going to wear them before she did. Mama let me wear them to stretch them for her. That way they wouldn't hurt her feet. I always looked forward to Mama's new shoes because that was my time to play dress up for real. Mama was a glamour girl back then. She had a big closet in her bedroom with pretty dresses and matching accessories. When Mama got dressed, everything matched. Hat and gloves, earbuds and necklace, pocketbook and shoes. Mama always wore her Sunday best to church. Every Saturday afternoon, she laid out her outfit for church the next day. I can still see them now. A slip with 6 inches of lace on the tail of it, silky nylon stockings, and a white girdle. Then Mama would choose her dress and hang it on the outside of her closet door. I would climb up in a chair and pull down her hat boxes from high on the closet shelf. Mama always chose the perfect hat to match her dress. After that, I would crawl way into the back of the closet and take out a big sack of pocketbooks. Now that was my favorite thing to do because there was always money in the pocketbooks, and Mama gave me the money I found to put in church on Sunday morning. Mama and I would sit in front of her dresser to choose her accessories. When Mama opened up that jewelry box, I would be amazed at all the pretty earbuds, necklaces, and brooches. I still have one of her brooches today and wear it on special occasions. Now, Mama's shoes were always something special. She always knew what pair of shoes she was going to wear with her outfit. She would go straight to the shoebox, open it, then hand them to me. I'd put on a pair of Mama's old stockings, knot them right above my knees just the way she did, and you in trouble now. I tiptoed back into the house. My mama was still talking on the phone. I was so scared. My heart was beating fast, my thoughts were racing, and I was shaking all over. So I went into the bathroom to think of a way to fix that shoe. Then I opened up the medicine cabinet, and there before my very eyes was a bottle of glue. So I glued the heel back onto the shoe. Just as I was putting the shoes back into the box, Mama got off the phone. That night, I dreamed about that shoe. Sunday morning, I woke up and went to check on the shoe while Mama was in the kitchen cooking breakfast. The glue had worked. The heel was fixed. After we ate breakfast, I got dressed first. Then I helped Mama put on one special undergarment, her girdle. Now, although Mama was slender, she never got dressed without it. After that, Mama would pull up one side, and Mama would tug and pull on the other. And she'd say, pull, baby, and she'd shake and shimmy until she got it on. Mama always put her shoes on last. This morning when she did, I got a little nervous and could feel my heart start to beat faster. The walk to church was a little unsteady. Every step we took, I looked down at Mama's feet. One time time she stepped on a pebble and almost fell. My heart skipped a beat. I reached out with my right hand to grab her left to keep her from falling, and grabbed my heart with my other hand, and looking down at her feet. The heel was still on the shoe. I'd calmed down a little by the time we got to the church's doorsteps. But just as Mama started to walk up the steps, the heel came off. Mama was calm, cool as a cucumber. She kept that beautiful smile on her face, acting as if everything was all right. Me, my heart was racing and I was sweating. Mama strutted onto her seat just in time for the call to worship. She whispered to me that it was just too late to even think about going back home. Plus, she read the church's announcements every Sunday morning. At the proper time, Mama strode lightly on those heels up to the front of the church, read the announcements, and returned to her seat. She said, patted me on the hand, smiled at me, and asked, "How'd I do, baby?" Me? I smiled back and said, "Good." Church ended together in our bare feet. That's the day I learned the meaning of unconditional love.